So in this video, we're going to talk about 203k renovation loans. My name is Carlo, aka the Helpful Lender. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes to watch this video and hopefully find value in it. The reason why I wanted to record this video is because there's a lot of misconceptions. I get a lot of questions about 203k loans, and there's misconceptions about it not only from buyers who are interested in it, but also from agents who sometimes are unaware of certain things that are involved with this loan, and therefore sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes steer people away from doing these types of loans, even though they're a great solution for many people. So the first thing that I want to get into is what exactly is a 203k loan. Basically, it gives you the ability to buy a home and get the money to fix up the property the way that you want. Now, there are some restrictions as far as the scope of the work, of what you can do and what you can't do. But for the most part, if you're going in there and you want to put in a new kitchen, you want to make it look nice, you want to make it look the way you want to make it look, the 203k loan is an amazing way for you to purchase a home and get money to fix up the home the way you want. Here's the reason why I like it in this market, because even though rates are very high right now, relatively speaking, they're very high to where people are used to. The other thing is that there's still, home values are high, still a lot of bidding depending on where you are. And the thing is that with a 203k loan, it opens up more opportunities for inventory for you. For example, maybe you see a home that's been listed, it's been on the market for a couple weeks, and you don't have that competition that you have to deal with because some people just want to walk in, put their furniture in, and be done with it. Well, now it opens up opportunities because you could see properties in a different way. So if you go into a house, you might say, hey, look, you know what? Rather than saying, this doesn't have the kitchen I want, this doesn't have the bathrooms that I want, oh my goodness, look at this carpeting, whatever, what you could say is, hey, you know what? There's some opportunity in here. There's some really, really nice that I could make this work. If you have some vision, which many of you do, you know exactly what you like, you know what you don't like. But now when you walk into a place and it's not exactly the way you want it to be, you could say, hey, maybe a 203k loan would be the best thing for me. The cool thing about the 203k loan, you only need 3.5% down. There's two main types of 203k loans, limited and standard. The limited, the max that you can get is up to $35,000 to fix up. If it's standard, you can get up to 110% of the appraised value. So the loan amount and the repairs, 110%. But you only need 3.5%. And here's another really cool thing about the whole, this particular loan that I really, really do like is, let's say, for example, you're currently renting and you want to buy another property. You want to buy, not another property, excuse me, you want to buy a property, but you're renting. Well, what you can do is you can actually defer up to 6 months of payments while the work is being done. So that way you don't have to move in right away. You can continue paying your rent. So why do I say that? Because some people might say, well, you know what? Hey, look, two reasons. One, I don't want to have a rent payment while I also have a mortgage payment while I'm waiting for the work to be done. Well, you can defer those payments for up to 6 months. The other thing is, let's say that your lease isn't up for 6 months. Start looking now. Here's why. Because at the time of this recording, right, we're heading into the winter. It's a great, great time to buy a home in the wintertime. Why? Because there's less people looking. So you might say to yourself, well, listen, my lease isn't up until the spring. Look now. It's a great opportunity for you to look into it now. So again, it's a loan, the 203k loan. It gives you the opportunity to buy a home with only 3.5% down, and it gives you the money so that you can fix it up. I can give you a complete list of the approved repairs that are allowed, some of them off the top of my head that are not allowed, or anything like oil tanks and stuff like that. Some environmental stuff is not allowed, but most of what buyers want to do is allowed. You can also, in some cases, have structural walls moved and things like that, and add rooms and do all kinds of cool stuff with it. The other thing that's really neat is that you can use a 203k loan on multi-units. Up to 4 units, you can use a 203k loan. It just needs to be your primary residence. So a lot of times people reach out to me and they're like, hey, listen, I really want to start getting some passive income, or I want to become a real estate investor, and they don't even own a home. I'm like, be your own first tenant. Go out there and buy a property. And you can use FHA financing to buy multi-unit property and get the money to fix it up. So it's a really, really great program. And if you have any questions about it, please schedule a call with me. I'm happy to talk to you. It's absolutely free. And I can also do a soft credit check for you where it will not affect your credit score in any way. And I can let you know exactly what you would qualify for and help you and just kind of guide you through it. Because it is a little bit of a process. So you want to make sure that you're working with a lender that understands them, has experience doing them, and that you're working with a real estate agent that understands it. And if you're an agent watching this, here's a really cool thing, is that you can work with a buyer and you get paid when that loan closes, when the transaction closes, not when the work is complete. So that's something that some agents are not aware of. Now, some people might think, well, what seller is going to accept an offer? Because the downside to 203k loans is that they can take a little longer to close, especially if you're doing a standard where you need to have a HUD consultant that's going to go out there and look at the scope of work that you'd like to do. There's an appraiser that needs to go out there. So there's several more moving parts when you're doing a 203k loan. So someone might say to you, a seller's never willing to accept that. They're not going to do that. But you have to keep in mind that you're typically going for, as my camera just decided to, what you're going for are properties that have been on the market a little bit longer, and you might even have a seller that might say, hey, look, you know what? I don't want to deal with FHA because I don't want to deal with the inspection. But that is the whole point of this, is that it doesn't have to pass inspection. All you need to do is give them a scope of work of what you want to do, and you can get the money to put into the home. So I hope that this helps. If you found value in this, please, please, please consider subscribing. Sorry for the little, my tripod decided it was done and it was out of batteries. But anyway, if you found value, please subscribe, please like, please share this. It really helps the algorithm. And if you have any questions at all, I'm going to put the link to schedule a call with me in the description. Reach out to me. Happy to help you any way that I can. Bye for now. See ya.